It looks so weird being out of the shop.
What?
It just in public and like all the areas we've seen it. It's
different.
I mean, it's been in the shop for a year plus. Been out very few times, and here we are. We're seeing it at the local lake, at church.
It's kind of like your kid, you know. It's like first it's this little thing, and it's and all of a sudden they're out and they're doing things, you know. And you're like, you're a person
Doing things you don't want them to do.
What? No, wait. No.
I mean, I didn't see any smoke coming off the tires yet, Bob.
All right, well, we're not gonna work on that one today, though. Hi, guys.
So
what's up, everybody? And what's up, everybody? We went out and drove this thing yesterday, and it's really running pretty good for the first time ever. Not perfect, but pretty good. What happened though, when I was driving, I finally figured out why the car is so rough. You know, it's loud because it's still bare metal inside, right? Come over here and push down on this right now. We got zero travel on this front suspension. So what I figured out is that our coilovers are cranked all the way down on the front, you know, because we're working through so many other things. Man, that's really dark. I don't know how it's gonna work either because this is not my wide angle.
Is this my wide angle?
Looks like you.
Yeah?
This is my wide angle.
Where's your wide angle? So that's what I figured out. So the way I finally figured it out is that, you know, we're driving and we're working through all these other things and the car's noisy and whatever, right? And I'm like, it's noisy, right? You gotta like go like over railroad tracks at like 2 miles an hour, you know? I thought, okay, well maybe it's our adjustment on the shock. I finally moved this out of the way and I was able to get to that. I put that on full loop and I push on it and I'm like, nothing, you know? I'm like, oh my gosh, of course, it's sitting on the stoppers. So the front's sitting on the stoppers, the back isn't, the back rides good. I think a few things today. Maybe we should tackle that. Unfortunately, the thing to do to tackle that would be to cut the shock tower and raise it 1 inch, probably, maybe 2, and then crank our coils accordingly. And now it'll give us our travel back. That's also a way to lower a car more, but we're not really.
Gonna put it more on the stops.
We're not really needing to go lower.
No, it gives you more room.
It doesn't. What it does is you actually lift the coil 1 inch and you lift the shock tower 1 inch and you're still at the same ride height, but now you got 1 inch of travel. Y'all following? That's pretty cool, actually. I've done this before on an Astro van where we needed to get it lower and it's just like no other way to get it lower, and we were able to do some stuff like this.
What will we do after lunch?
All right, and then the other stuff is we finished the rear wheel arch, you know, lips or whatever, the supports. I think we need to work on the front ones now to put the L's in, and I think Ryan's like the pro at that.
He can stretch and bend metal like the man of steel that he is.
Yeah. So I think we can maybe do that. Look at the dirt throws up on the thing.
That's crazy.
So you borrowed this steering wheel.
I did borrow
Put
that
it
steering
on
wheel.
your daily driver.
Yeah, so I was having a airbag fault, and it's a 2-plug connection, stage 1, stage 2 on the airbag. One of my harnesses was giving me a fault, so I kind of borrowed the other harness out of that one.
Oh wait, I thought you gave me the good one, so this is all good and yours is all bad. No?
That's not the case. So actually, I have the good harness now.
All right, well.
And yours is no good. And
All right, well that's okay, no worries. I'm just joking. This was our old steering wheel that came off the car. We were never going to use it, except that we're having some weird things going on with the shifting on this. It just doesn't want to go into sport shift. I'm thinking that maybe what it is that it's looking for the paddles and it doesn't see them. So we're going to try to do that at some point too, but probably not today. So just trying to kind of figure out how that thing looks.
Just seeing, just from looking at it like this, it almost looks like there's a straight spot here. But once you actually put something up against it, pretty rounded. I think they might be able to grind just a little bit of the tip off. But
I was more curious to see if, because it's been so long that we did this, you know, how do we draw it on there, you know? I want to make sure that it transfers from left to right.
what we did on the back is we took the one that was on one side, I made it to match, and then we basically made the other side.
And then over here, I think I'd like to explore the option like what you did on the back.
Yeah, we talked
with the little triangle. Even though this cuts in because of the clearance.
Yeah, there's a lot of room.
So I think we can come down on here and roll under.
Almost need to come in a little bit here just to get the arch, and then, like you said,
It's flat. You mean it's a little flat right now?
Yeah, it's a little flat.
Okay.
When you look at that, it's almost vertical right here. Trim off where this rolls underneath. We can do the little corner flat plate like we did for the back, but
what we're gonna make is a piece like this. Oh, we already made it, but that's okay. You guys can go back in time and look at it. So this piece is gonna end up going in here, and it gets welded in, and that's what gives this thing strength. This is gonna be a piece of sheet metal that's gonna get welded on, and that roll is gonna get cut off behind it. So now what it does is it creates this really cool visual line of actually it returns back the other way. I think it's just really kind of futuristic. We're gonna weld a piece in here. We're gonna weld that L in here, that's radius, and that's what we're gonna work on today. Let's hope. We're gonna have to drop the side skirt out of the way so we don't hurt it when we do some more cutting there and eventually start welding there. Really hate taking it off and back on, and just wanna get this car clear coated already and leave these things on, but there's still a lot of welding here that we haven't tackled yet. Maybe a little flatter here. It's actually working pretty well. Pretty good. So just, you know, use your hand, use the brake there, little mallet action to soften it up, and we got our piece.
Makes it difficult to craft. Man, you're really making this difficult.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never had problems with this truck. Alright, I'll take it.
All right. You just set the other one on the trailer.
Did he?
Yeah.
No.
So we got quite a bit done with the guys, but everyone had to leave, so we kind of stopped doing that fabrication on the front fender. In the meantime, I checked my email, and Troy from Fluent Tunes sent me an update based on my logs that I'm sending him. So actually I thought I'd read to you guys what's going on the tuning side of things. He says, honestly, the logs look pretty decent. The things that I see are really related to bogging are fueling related. Oh, maybe I don't know how to read. The thing I see that are related to the bogging are fueling related. So fuel trims in the tune are in range now, so the car should be able to make quick adjustments to hit the AFR targets. You also have about 10% fuel trim variance from bank to bank, which is within range. All right, so it says here, in addition, single turbo kits, especially hard on primary O2 sensors, so I may have to do the O2 sensors, although they're still hanging in. So this car has 2 sets of O2 sensors. I talked about in one of the previous videos, primary and secondary. And apparently the primary O2 sensors get hammered pretty hard because they get really hot being right in front of that turbo. So we'll just have to watch that. So here's the good stuff though. He says, I've attached a revision with more fueling related updates. It's version 4 of the tune. This will improve fuel trims even further so that they can have the max available room to add or remove fuel. So it says it's time to get some proper logs. Keep your foot on the pedal to the metal. Give me some good logs. So cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and load in that version 4 and let's see if we can see anything different. Let's just go ahead and load in the new tune right there. So this is actually loading the new tune into the car, and it's literally just a file that is sent to me via email from England, in fact, because that's where Fluent Tune is. All right, turn off ignition and wait 30 seconds. All right, so exhaust burble. So exhaust burble on, cool. Duration, aggressiveness. I don't know, duration. I'm just gonna go to maybe mid. Should I do mid? And then we'll try it from mid. Aggressiveness, RPM. All right, maybe 3,000. Stock, softer. I mean, medium, hard. Let's go to medium.
Okay, medium.
I think I needed to do that before. So now I'm gonna have to redo this thing. All right, so we're connected. Let's go to settings. Maps, we're gonna go to map 1, which is about 11 pounds of boost. And Troy did say that we could go to map 2 actually and start playing with that. That's 17 pounds of boost. And the maps, apparently you can actually switch on the fly too, so pretty cool. So let's start it up and warm it up a little bit. See if it does some exhaust burbles.